Hello my dear students, welcome to your social studies class. Today we'll start a new chapter, chapter number 13. The name of the chapter is Our Water Resources. Okay, let me ask you first to you children, what are the uses of water? How do we use water? From your lower classes onwards, you may be used to this question, right? What are the uses of water? Water is used for drinking, bathing, cooking, washing, right? There are different kinds of uses of water. Now, today we will see that from where all do we get water? What are the sources of water? So, let's see first what are the sources of water. So, we said about the use of water, there are various use of water. The water can be used for drinking, you can use the water for cooking, washing, bathing. There are different uses of water. Water is very essential for our life. So, let's see from where do we get these fresh waters. The first source of water is rainwater. Rainwater is the fresh water that we get, and this rainwater is collected and used for agricultural purposes. So, first source of water is rainwater, and rainwater is a fresh water, okay, that we are getting from the nature. No chemicals, nothing are added to it. It's a fresh water, natural water we are getting. The next one is groundwater. When there are rain, what happens? This rainwater seeps into the ground, gets into the ground, and what happens? It collects under the ground. All the rainwater gets collected underground, and that water is called as the groundwater. When the rain falls, the rain seeps into the ground, and what is happening there? The water is collected underground, and that water is called as the groundwater. The rainwater is filtered through the through the soil. Now, let's see the next one. Next one is lakes and ponds. Okay, ponds and lakes. The difference in the ponds and lake is that an area of water surrounded by the land is called as a pond, and the lake will be bigger than the pond. We are not saying about the area, but in depth wise, the lake is bigger than the pond. So, this is another source of water. Now, let's see the next source of water, that are rivers. In the rivers, what happened? How do the rivers form? We learnt, right? Rivers are formed by melting down of snow. Also, rivers are formed by the collection of rainwater also. So, there is a difference in the landforms of our country, right? In the landforms of our country, we have plateaus. Okay, we have a landform called as plateaus. Plateaus means the landform which is raised from the platform, and it will be flat on the top. Can you see, like a table? It will be raised from the platform and it will be flat on the top. In this, the rivers are not permanent. They are not formed by melting down of snow. They are formed by the collection of rain. But the rivers can be seen in plateaus only during the monsoon season. In summer season, the river will be dry because there is no rain. So, there is no collection of rainwater. So, the river will turn dry during the summer season. But in the other areas, what happens? We will have throughout the year, we will be having the flow of river. That is either by the melting of snow or by the rain. Now, next one is the sea and ocean. You know that it's much bigger than any of these sources of water. The water in that is salty. We cannot use it. But sea and ocean is also a source of water for us. So, these are the main important sources of water. I repeat once more: rainwater, groundwater, lakes and ponds, rivers, and seas and oceans. So, these are the places from which we utilize the water for irrigation, and what all uses we said earlier. For all those things we are depending on these sources of water. I hope this point is clear for you. Now, let us see the next point that we are going to learn in this chapter, that is means of irrigation. You may not be knowing what this irrigation is. For growing a crop on a field, we need water supply there. When a sufficient and timely supply of water is given to the field, that is what is meant by irrigation. Timely supply of water, when it reaches to the field, that is called as irrigation. So, that irrigation can happen in different means. Okay, there are different means of irrigation. We can supply the water through different means. These are the means of irrigation we have. The first one is wells and tube wells, canals, tank, sprinklers and dam. Once more, wells and tube wells, canals, tanks, sprinklers and dam. They all get the water from the main sources of water like rain, ponds, rivers, seas, ocean. Okay, from those places only these irrigation means will get the water. So, the means of irrigation you can learn in the next video. I hope the points what is said in this video is clear for you. Today we have covered page number 88 and 89. Go through your textbook, underline the important points and learn the sources of water and the names of means of irrigation. Thank you, my dear children.